Welcome explorers, I'm Astro Destroyer. In today's session we are going to learn about scripting language. We are also going to see how the scripting languages differ from the traditional programming languages, and we are also going to see the types of scripting languages and the main advantages as well as applications of using the scripting languages. So let's start. Now, what are scripting languages? Scripting languages are computing languages which can be used for carrying out certain tasks based on the information as well as instructions given to them. Unlike main programming languages such as C, C++, Java, etc., in scripting languages the lines of code are directly interpreted by the interpreter rather than being compiled into machine level or binary level language consisting of zeros and ones. And also in the scripting languages, the lines of code are directly executed from the start to the finish without any explicit entry points. And now let's come on to the features of the scripting languages. Now, as I already told, in scripting languages the lines of code are directly interpreted without being compiled, which is the case in the general languages such as C++, Java, etc. And the scripting languages are sometimes referred to as high-level programming languages because of their usage in special applications such as web development, application, game, embedded systems, etc. So they can be very useful in some of the other applications as well as app development or web specifications development or web development, where the main programming languages cannot find many usage. And unlike in general programming languages, they are domain specific language and run on specific environments. So they have to have certain environment, that is operating system, database configurations, specifications as well as other instructions and applications to run on the specific runtime environments and give specific and good results. And obviously the scripting languages are faster than the traditional languages because they are directly interpreted without being compiled. And usually the scripting languages can act as supporting languages to the main level languages. Actually the bulk or the main thing is provided by the traditional or conventional languages such as C++, Java, etc., whereas the supporting plugins, media scripts or any other themes or any other small parts which can be implemented to a larger project is actually made available into the whole project, that is the main programming language, by the supporting languages such as scripting languages. And scripting languages can be very interactive as compared to main programming languages because they are actually a showy kind of language where the main focus is laid upon the show of the actual final product or the front end, which is actually shown to the user or the actual programmer or whoever is using that site where we have implemented the scripting languages. Now there are mainly three types of scripting languages, but out of the three, two are well known, whereas the third one is not so well known. Now let's see what are the types of scripting languages. So the first type is client-side scripting language. The second one is server-side scripting language, and the third one is program communication management scripting language. So let's see what each one of them has to say. In client-side scripting language, basically the script is operated or script is actually interpreted in the client side itself, and it is done by the browser actually. It is also known as front-end development. Some of the well-known examples of client-side scripting language are HTML, CSS, PHP and JavaScript. The results are actually interpreted by the browser and actually are also displayed to the browser only at the same time. Now the second one is server-side scripting language. In server-side scripting language, it is also known as back-end development. The interpretation process actually happens in the server side and processed results are actually sent through hypertext transfer protocol or HTTP to from where actual request was induced. The processing and sending happens dynamically. Some of the well-known examples are PHP, ASP.NET, Node.js, Java, Ruby, Perl, as well as Python. And the third one, which is not so well known, is Program Communication Management Scripting Language. It is actually a type of glue language. Glue languages are basically the language which are macro languages which are exposed to operating systems or application components. Some of the well-known examples are pipelines, shell scripting, Perl, AppleScript, etc. Now, one point to be noted here is that now pertaining to the two main types of scripting languages, that is the client side and the server side scripting languages, the client side scripting languages are very insecure as compared to the server side. Obviously, in client side we don't have any security with the applications which we are able to run on the client side, whereas in the server side it actually has a lot of encryptions as well as decryptions algorithms and secure means of transport going on in the server side. And now let's move on to see some of the useful scripting languages. Now, in today's life or in today's generation, some of the well-known as well as useful scripting languages which are actually used widely in the whole world today are Python, Perl, JavaScript, and also PHP. So these are some of the well-known useful scripting languages which are used widely in today's lives for performing many of the web applications as well as other applications which involves the use of scripting languages. Now, before coming on to the applications, I'd like to mention one thing, that I had provided the links of the useful sites where you can actually learn the useful scripting languages which I just mentioned. All of them you will get in the description box. So if you are interested, then you can check that out. Now let's move on to the applications. The scripting languages are used in many areas both on and off the web. In addition to the server side and the client side applications, scripting languages can be used in the system administration. Examples of scripts used in system admin are Shell, Perl, and Python. Scripting languages are also used in lots of games and multimedia. For example, Minecraft mods use Java to allow users to create their own worlds and items in the game. Additionally, Second Life, Trans, and West North all allow users to create extensions on the games. Similar to the extensions used in the games, extensions in other programs such as Google's Chrome browser extensions are all run using scripting languages. Now finally we come to the conclusion. The scripting languages are very useful and have become very popular in today's lives because of the many functionalities which they offer. Although coming under the category of supporting languages, the scripting languages are very important and their importance cannot be denied. Apart from the main programming or conventional programming languages, they are actually very helpful when it comes to certain applications where they can be actually used, and also their usage actually makes the application or the whole software more defined so that the main programming languages can have a standard usage as working together with the scripting languages. So learning a scripting languages is the easiest way to get your feet wet in the coding world. There are bountiful resources out there to help you try each one until you find one that makes sense to you. Just remember to take it slow, be patient with yourself, and aim to start with small projects instead of large ones. You will find your niche in no time. So that's it for the short introductory video on scripting languages. If you like the video, then you can subscribe to my channel as well as smash the like button and also comment and share this video with your friends. And I will come up with a new and exciting video. Until then, keep exploring.